Hello VC, what's going on? It's me, Will, and I'm back with another contest entry video. And I know this is like the fourth contest entry video that I make in a row. But there are a lot of really good VC channels running contests right now. So I wanted to make sure that I support their channels and make entries for those channels. And those contests have really given me a lot of ideas on content and for new videos. So I wanted to make sure that I made a few contest entry videos for them. And this one is gonna be for Rob Walker. His channel name is Let the Music Play. And I'll put a link here in the description in case you wanna go ahead and check out his channel. Great VC member, and he is celebrating 2 years in the VC. So congratulations, Rob, on the 2 years in the VC. He's been a great addition to the vinyl community. And in his contest, he had a great idea for a contest that I don't think it has been done before. And it's all about live music. And myself being a huge fan of concerts and live music, of course, I wanted to make sure I made a contest entry for his contest. And the idea for his contest is to list 5 artists or bands that you wish you had seen live in concert. And like I said, a great idea for a contest. And Vinyl Richie made a great point in his contest entry for this contest. He said that for the bands that he was going to mention were bands that it would have been possible for him to see live, right? Because that makes sense to me, because if you start naming really old bands like the Beatles or I don't know, like artists like Jimi Hendrix that you would have liked to see live back in the time where they were around, it would have been impossible for me to see those bands because I wasn't even born when they were touring or in the last tour. So I decided to follow the same rule as Vinyl Richie. I'm just gonna mention bands that I would have been able to see live in my lifetime, or when I was, at least it would have been possible for me to be able to see them live in their last tour. So let's get started. The first one was a really obvious one for me. I always thought that it would have been great to see this band live, based of course on the videos that you can see online, and it is Oasis. And I got most of their albums on CD only, because I got them when they came out back in the 90s. And I've been a fan of Oasis for a long time. This is their most popular album, What's the Story, Morning Glory. This one came out in 1995. And yeah, based on those videos that I've seen online, especially the shows that are at these huge arenas, great energy from the band when they were at the peak of their powers. And I'm not sure when Oasis broke up, but I think it was back in the early 2000s, because I was definitely into music and into their music when they played their last tour. Just for some reason, I wasn't at a place or I wasn't living in a town where they actually played that last tour, so I wasn't able to see them live at any point when they were together. I did get to see Noel Gallagher live a couple of years ago. I think it was in 2018. He did play a few Oasis songs, but it's of course not the same as it would have been to see Oasis live. Okay, the next one was also a very obvious choice for me, because I'm a huge fan of Jack White and the White Stripes. But I would have loved to see the White Stripes live as a duo together when they were playing or when they were still active. And this is another band that was very active when I was already into music. I think their last tour, where they broke up in 2011. I'm not sure when they actually run their last tour. But I would have been able to see them, just for some reason it never ended up happening. Again, maybe I didn't live in a place where they actually played in that last tour. But I never got a chance to see Jack White and Meg White together. I have seen Jack White a couple times live, and he does play a few White Stripes songs, but he plays it with the full band that he has right now. I think it would have been really interesting and a unique experience to see just the White Stripes, the duo, at the peak of their powers back in the early 2000s, playing songs from this record. What is this one called? It's just White Blood Cells. This is the record that really made them really famous back in the early 2000s. Another band that I really missed out to see them live. Alright, my third pick is a pretty famous artist here around the VC. I would have loved to see live, Tom Petty. Huge fan of Tom Petty, of course. He died in 2017. He also had his last tour in 2017. And I remember when that tour happened, and I'm pretty sure they came he came here to play in Atlanta in that last tour. Just for some reason, I didn't get a chance to go see them, and it would have been great to see that show. Again, huge fan of Tom Petty. This is my favorite by him. This one's called The Full Moon Fever. When did this one come out? This one came out in 1989. Great record. I love this one. Yeah, I would have loved to see Tom Petty live. The next one was a pretty big one as well for me. I would have loved to see Sonic Youth live. And what is this one called? This one's called Murray Street. And it came out in... When did this one come out? 2002 on Geffen Records. Hugely influential band for a lot of the bands that I listen to right now, more modern bands. And I have seen Lee Ranaldo live. I don't think he plays that many songs from Sonic Youth, but it was great to see him anyways. But I never got a chance to see Sonic Youth. I think they broke up back in 2011. And for some reason they never played where I was living, and I just never got a chance to see them live. This is a band that I do think there is a possibility that they could end up reuniting at some point. I don't know why, I just get a feeling that they might be able to settle their differences, especially the personal issues that Kim Gordon and Thurston Moore had, and just get together back in a reunion, maybe in a festival, and play a few gigs. It would be great. I would definitely go see them if they get back together. Alright, then the last one was a very big one for me because I'm a huge fan of Kathleen Hanna and this band. Bikini Kill. I would have loved to see this band live at some point. This is their most famous record called Pussy Whipped. And I'm a huge fan of Kathleen Hanna, especially because of the energy that she has when she plays on stage. I did get a chance to see her side project, or her last band called the Julie Ruin, live a few years ago in a music festival. And they were incredible. It's just crazy how much energy she puts in her performance. But of course, she's mostly known for her work in Bikini Kill. Would have loved to see this band live at some point. This band actually reunited back in, I think in 2018 or 2019. I think they were supposed to play live in Riot Fest last year, and of course that got moved to this year. I don't think that tour is going to happen this year either. But hopefully they'll play a few gigs in the next few years after their reunion. But I would have loved to see Kathleen Hanna and Bikini Kill live at some point. So those are my 5 picks of the bands and artists that I would have loved to see live. Congratulations again, Rob, on the 2 years in the VC. Really looking forward to more of your videos. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.